What's going on, guys? Welcome back to BlackTideTV. Today is the final day of the Call of Duty World War II private beta on PlayStation 4. I believe the beta ends tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific time, so that's 1 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to try and get on and get as much grinding done, grab as many gameplays as I possibly can tomorrow morning before it finishes. And then we have all week long to wait until next Friday when the beta will be available for PC, Xbox, and PlayStation 4. But not to be worried, over this week I will have a ton of content coming out for you from the beta. The content is just getting started here on BlackTideTV. And in today's video, I thought we could talk about a special new weapon that's been added to the beta. Well, I guess it got added yesterday. So yesterday on Saturday, the beta was expanded from 20 levels up to 25. Not the biggest expansion in the world. They added 2 new weapons, they added a basic training, they added a couple other things, maybe like a lethal and maybe a tactical. And there were no new maps, no new game modes, anything crazy like that. I think we're going to be waiting until the next week's beta before we get anything absolutely insane. But these 2 weapons, if eagle-eyed players of the beta might have noticed that these aren't actually new weapons, and both of these weapons, the 1911 pistol and the Waffe 28, were available in a preset class from day one. If you actually go into a game and you select one of the preset classes, the preset airborne class, you can use this weapon, but for some reason it felt a little different in the preset class. At least in my opinion, I found it to be very underwhelming in the preset class. But since unlocking it after ranking up, I think it was rank 24, 25 that you got this weapon. Since unlocking this and putting it on my own classes, I can tell you that this weapon is extremely competitive. It will likely be a favorite among the competitive players, among the esports scene, as long as it isn't touched up. I can see a little bit of a nerf coming to this weapon as it is very, very powerful. It's almost the spiritual successor to the Vesper from Black Ops 3, but it's kind of like the Vesper from Black Ops 3 mashed into the MP28's body from Infinite Warfare. There was a DLC weapon in Infinite Warfare called the MP28. Looked exactly like this one. I've had a lot of people in the comment section telling me that it was like the Type 28 is what it was called historically, and this is basically what that weapon is, the Waffe 28. However, in Infinite Warfare, the weapon fired a little bit more slowly. It wasn't as competitive. It's a pretty good weapon. But in this game, it's absolutely insane. The highest fire rate of any weapon in the game, and I can guarantee you that, as in the in-game menus, fire rate is maxed out. It's literally, the bar for fire rate is literally as far as the bar from fire rate can go. This is the fastest firing weapon in Call of Duty World War II, and it definitely shows. This weapon drains its ammo extremely fast. In fact, I find the magazine to be a little bit too small, and extended mags is heavily advised for this weapon. However, this weapon fires extremely fast, and it's got very tight hipfire spread, so you don't even really have to aim down sights. You can just spray and pray with this weapon all day long. I think to a competitive player who can really control the recoil, it will be a very powerful weapon going forward in this game. A lot of people have been using the PPSH, a lot of people have been using the Type 100, as those are kind of mid-range SMGs. They have pretty good damage, pretty good accuracy, pretty good fire rate. This weapon, however, does have a fairly decent damage profile, and it has an incredibly fast fire rate. So I wasn't going to make videos based on every single weapon for the beta, but I thought that I'd just give you guys a little bit of an info update on this Waffe 28, because I think it is going to be one of the most competitive weapons in the game. As I said, spiritual successor to the Vesper from Black Ops 3 pre-nerf. We all loved the Vesper, and then it got nerfed so hard that it basically made the weapon unusable. I am expecting something to happen like that for the Waffe 28 in Call of Duty World War II. So if you haven't yet tried this weapon, definitely grind out on the beta for your last day of the beta and try to unlock this one. I think it unlocks at like level 21 or 22, or you can try it in the preset classes, but as I said, I think I prefer it in my own class build. The preset class has some kind of weird basic training on it that isn't really helpful for the Waffe 28. You definitely need forage because you're going to run out of ammo extremely quickly, and you're going to probably want to swap weapons really quickly too. So the 1911 is also a great secondary to use with this one, as the P08 isn't a very great secondary, and you're going to be draining your ammo so quickly that if you're in an engagement with multiple enemies, you're probably going to have to take out your secondary and use that in the battle as well. But that is it for today's video, guys. I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of info on the Waffe 28, as it is a special weapon unlocking after the original beta levels of level 20. I think it was 21, 22 when this weapon unlocked, something like that. So you're going to have to grind to get this one unlocked. Luckily enough for PlayStation 4 players, your progress will be carried over into next week's portion of the beta. Xbox PC players, you guys are going to have a hell of a time grinding, because I believe it's been confirmed that there are 40 total levels in the beta by next weekend. So next weekend, we'll be able to grind up to level 40. That's going to give us access to so many more weapons, so many more basic trainings, and a whole bunch of new unlocks, which I'm super excited for. Can't wait to cover that for you guys. But I do have a full video on weapons and weapon variety in Call of Duty World War II coming very soon, so keep an eye out for that. Tomorrow, I believe, I'll be talking about incendiary rounds for the expeditionary shotgun. The Division has special incendiary rounds for their shotguns, and a lot of people are calling them overpowered, but I don't really believe that's the truth. So that video will be coming later tonight / tomorrow. Keep an eye out for that one as well. Without further ado, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hit the like button if you did. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, if you're new to the Call of Duty World War II content on the channel. And don't forget to check out my Patreon page linked in the description down below. All of my Call of Duty World War II videos are being demonetized by YouTube, and that is just the luck of posting videos called Call of Duty World War II. If you didn't know, advertisers don't like the words World War II, and so my ads are being limited. I'm losing a lot of money on making these videos, and it would be greatly appreciated for any monetary compensation from you guys. If you guys want to make a small monthly donation, $1 a month, you can head over to my Patreon page and support the channel. Follow me on Twitter as well, at BlackTideTV. That's linked below as well. That is it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you guys on the next Call of Duty World War II private beta video.